How's it going, guys? Came home and we started editing a video when I got off work, and a branch fell out of the privet tree. So that didn't all fall. I just cut all that out. It was a little branch that fell. But I said, oh my gosh, the branches are falling. It's not safe. We have to start cutting the branches out. So I've cut out pretty much everything that's been attached to this limb. My goal tonight is to maybe get to this limb. We'll see. But I decided I'm going to just slowly start removing as much of this as I can. And then I will call on a tree person to get rid of like the big stuff. That should save me a lot of money. So I'm going to just start removing this, and then I'll show you guys how far I got. Now this tree is starting to flower, and the bees love it. And, you know, I mean, that's really good. I'm really happy the bees love it. But it does this, and then it drops all of these little flowers. And then the little flowers die. And this is what our sidewalk looks like. Just dead brown flowers everywhere. And then they collect all along. You can see this walkway here. This was all just blown off. So it's ridiculous. It's everywhere. You can see the flower bed because of this privet tree here. So I'm just gonna remove as much of this as possible. I know it's not gonna be a whole lot, but I think this is just the way I'm gonna do it, is I'm just gonna slowly start removing branches out of this tree as much as I can, and eventually remove this tree also. I think I could easily do this one by myself without having to pay for it. You can see there's another one there that's actually in our neighbor's yard, so we can't do anything about that, but I can get as much out of the big tree, and I could probably take these two little ones out all by myself. Well, we were able to remove this huge branch right here. I'll just come in and I'll cut it back down here now. But you guys, that seriously opens this up so much. That being gone is going to create so much more light for this flower bed. And there was only a minor casualty. Some of this guy right here, I don't even know why I'm blanking on its name, Dusty Miller. Some of this got a little bit broken, but it's fine because I'll cut it back and it'll just come right back. And then this garden mum flopped over, and the bluebeard that I just planted right here, only a couple branches broke. I thought that I was gonna hit this tree dahlia, but you guys, I did a good job. I did not keep footage of us. I didn't do any footage of us removing it because it was a little bit sketchy. We had the ladder right here, bungee tied to the branch in case the branch went, and I was using a tow strap and I just pulled it, and I did a good job. So, this thing you guys can see is seriously massive. This was just one branch. I now have no clue what we're gonna do with all of this, but this feels so much bigger now. I feel like I can breathe under this thing, and I know all of these plants, you guys, that are right here in this bed are going to be so much happier. They're gonna get so much more light. So that's as far as we're gonna get tonight on this. So now that I've removed a ton of that tree, I think the plan is to harvest some more flowers. I'm gonna do it on a little bit smaller of a scale, and we're just gonna go drop them off at a nursing home. I'm gonna try this again, and just like you guys suggested, I think that that'll be a lot better to take it to a nursing home or a retirement community. I don't know, something like that. So let's go harvest some flowers again. Okay, well, I've got 3 buckets full. This is going to be what I'm going to use for filler for all of them. This is Japanese anemone, and I really like using this stuff in cut flower arrangements. So I will use these, and they will be cut back. The stems on these guys are insanely long, and they'll be cut back so they're short, and they just kind of fill up around the base of it. I use this stuff all the time, and what I need to do is I harvest it tonight, And then I'm not going to make any of these flower arrangements until tomorrow morning. So some of these guys will flop and they won't do well with this. So they just stay in this bucket overnight. Whoever flops and doesn't make it then gets pulled. Over here, I have some sunflowers. These ones are so pretty. I have a white knight, and I think these are like DMR or something like that. Some feverfew, some calla lilies, scabiosa, in bloom, and seed heads. A couple dahlias, some zinnias. These are the seed heads of the scabiosa. In here, I have some rudbeckia, lots of zinnias, and lots of status. So now I'm going to just leave these guys overnight in their buckets. I'm going to bring them inside, and then tomorrow morning I will make all of these and then just go drop them off really quick. You can see Brent is, it's like his favorite place to be. There's a baby in there right now, and they're super ugly with their babies. So he checks on that thing multiple times throughout the day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. guys, I got all of those done. I sped it up because Lola has been freaking out because we are right back here. This is where she is and she can see us, so she's not very happy with us. You can probably hear her a little bit right now. Brent's holding her to keep her quiet. But I got, I think 16 arrangements done right here. These ones are very full. I used a lot of these Japanese anemone leaves and then a lot of filler plants like the status and lots of chamomile and just a few other things. I actually ended up running out of flowers, so I had to go harvest another bucket really quick. But I'm really happy. I love how the sunflowers look. I wish I had more that were in bloom, but we have some that are budding up right here, but they're not in full bloom yet. So I'm gonna go take all of these now to probably a retirement home. There's one up in Red Bluff and I'm probably gonna head up that way. So I'm happy with how this turned out. I think that they will appreciate it there. And if this one goes wrong, then I'm done. I'll probably just like have like a free harvest day and people can come in, they can make their own bouquets. So happy with how this turned out. Like I said, I ran out of flowers, so I've got one over here of sweet peas, and then I ended up going and cutting some of this amaranth here. I've got some red spike, and then this one here is like an orange spike, because I ended up cutting all of that Queen Anne's lace out. I didn't have much for a filler plant, so the Japanese anemone leaves worked perfectly. And they're normally pretty hard to put in an arrangement because they want to wilt pretty quickly. But if you harvest them the night before, which is what I did with almost all of these flowers, and then you can see which ones wilted. I had probably about 10 stems that wilted and I just tossed those away. So let's go drop these off now. And I don't know if you guys can see, but on this sunflower here, there's a bee, and it has been on this sunflower for quite a while now. Pretty much since we stopped arranging with it. It was over here on these sunflowers and then it moved to this sunflower, but he's just loving his life. Okay guys, we're gonna go in and drop these off. I got permission to film, so I'm gonna do one tray at a time, and I'll probably just film just a couple seconds in there so I'm not super annoying to all these people just trying to hang out. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? There's already a bee wanting to hang out with these guys. So I'm gonna make sure I shoo this guy off before we bring it in there. So let's go drop these off now.
Isn't that nice?
I just pass these off to people?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. This is so awesome. Yeah, so we can just take these flowers off and then just put some nice little vases, yeah, on each table. And then here, baby, I'll take the old vases off and I can put those in the kitchen and put the new ones out.
Thank you so much.
This is so awesome.
Wow.
Hey, peace out. You feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit for sure. It's good.
Have a really nice day. That's so cute.
Yeah, we got to be on $5. There's a lady here down online.
Heck,
She does all tie-dye and stuff.
heck.
Yeah.
We'll feel better.
Okay, well that has turned into a full-fledged event, and I will be doing this every Thursday now. They actually were looking for someone to come drop flowers off, but it was all way too expensive. They wanted too much money to make flower arrangements for them. So I'm gonna be doing it, and they were shocked that we were just giving them to them for free. So the plan is we're not gonna give it to individual residents. We are going to make it so that they are on all of the tables. So there are 18 flower arrangements that I'll make each week, and I'll come drop flower arrangements off on Thursdays. And then I think next week she was asking if we would do like a class, and they said that we could film that. So next Thursday or next Wednesday night, I will harvest a whole bunch of flowers, and then I will bring them here. And then Thursday, all the residents are gonna make flower arrangements and we can film that. So I think this actually turned out really well, and thank you guys for suggesting that I come to a like nursing home or a retirement home. This worked out really beautiful, and I'm happy that the flowers are gonna go somewhere where they really are appreciated. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that was a way better outcome. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.